Hi, my name is Steve Greenfield, and this is my channel, Another Lump in the Road. I'm still at Ochsner on the stem cell floor. I've been here over 2 weeks, and I was going to be here for a total of 3. And when I got my stem cells back infused, that's day 0. That's the beginning of your new life, your new body, your new immune system, so on and so forth. I'm now at day 11, so I'm that many days old now. I'm 11 days old. My white blood count, a white blood cell count started coming up yesterday, so it takes many days before your white blood cells actually start to get to where they need to be and back in their old locations and start building a new immune system. So that started yesterday, so I'm on the upswing, so that's good. It was really rough there for a while. All the chemo and the blast they give you and stuff, it pretty much inflamed my GI tract, in essence shutting it down. So food, drink, everything was not passing anywhere. It was just stuck in limbo. That was extremely painful, and my stomach got so distended, it was almost like a cartoon character. It was so bloated out, like a helium balloon, but ready to pop. It was absolutely miserable. Now, for those of you that might be facing stem cell transplant, that particular side effect that I had is not normal. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to you. My doctors all here say they rarely ever have seen that. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to your pal Steve-O right here. So it was so bad. They came in and they put a tube. It's called an NG tube, nasal gastric tube. They put a tube up my nose and down my throat to my stomach so they can pump it for 2 days continuously. Well, intermittently, it'll pump for a few seconds and it'll stop for a few seconds. It's not total, but still 2 days. No food, no drink for 2 days. I was already miserable before they did that, so I really wasn't eating anything. I was trying to drink, but it wasn't going anywhere. I mean, it was just got in my stomach, and either in my stomach or just beyond my stomach, and would just sit. So, I mean, like, how many feet of GI tract do you have? Like, I don't know, 99 feet or something, some crazy number. I don't know the actual number, but anyway. So then I had the 2 days with the tube and no food or drink. And then I started having bowel movements. So my body was kind of self-correcting. The option was to have surgery. They didn't want to do that because I have no white blood count. So I am an extreme risk for infection, and I could die on the operating table. And the surgical team did not want to do that. So uncomfortable as it was, I pretty much just had to lay here and deal with all that, praying that my body would correct itself. And thanks be to God, it did. and they took the tube out. But I had to have clear liquids for a day. A lot of broth. Tasted great the first time. The rest of the times, I did not want it. But anyway, so starting yesterday morning, I started being able to eat real food. So that's been good. I took it slow, pudding, mashed potatoes and gravy, cooked carrots, things that would be soft, nothing that had any spice on it, no heavy meats or anything. And then today I feel pretty good. Had a meeting with one of the nurses last night, getting me ready for discharge in about 4 days. What is today? Today's Friday. Yeah, 4 days, 3 days. So I'm right back on track. So to get out of the hospital after being here for so long, that would be a total of 3 weeks come Monday. So yeah, it was an ordeal. I'm sorry, I'm looking out the window. It's a pretty view looking over the Mississippi River. Anyway, I met with a nurse and talking about it, and they said, you're going to be in an emotional roller coaster. So I feel like no offense to anyone, but I feel like I'm ovulating. You sit here and I'm happy and jokey, and then a few minutes later, I got tears in my eyes. And then, then I just feel like I want to lay down. So if that sounds familiar to you, I get it. Craziest things on TV make me tear up now. It's so dumb. That's so dumb. But anyway, I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to get out in a few days. So it seems they're prepping things for prescriptions and stuff like that. I'll have a prescriptions I'll have to take every day for a whole year to keep me from getting blood clots and stuff like that. They said recovery, I'll leave here, then go to my sister's for a couple weeks because I have to stay near the hospital. And then I go home, from late December all the way until beginning of March. So it's good 70-something days at home before I'm allowed to come back to work. They said, but the overall recovery period could be another 3 months on top of that, meaning I can't be me totally. I can't be outdoorsy, no river trips and no horse packing trips and stuff like that. So that's all right. I'll give it a break for a little while. I got a lot of years ahead of me. I got a lot of things to do. So anyway, that's the big update that's going on. I know this particular episode is probably twice as long or 3 times as long as I would like it to be. But that is what's been happening. I appreciate you watching. And I'm sure I'll have another one before long, probably on discharge day when they take my port out. That's here. Port has a couple leads to it that they give my medicines and stuff through, and my IV, and it goes in my chest. And what it does, it goes up and over and down to your heart, to your artery. On Monday, they said they'll take it out here in the room. I'm like, what? What do you mean in the room? And they said, yeah. They said, we just deflate the balloon that's in there, and it just pulls right out. I'm like, well, that's gross, but hey, that's what it is. So I won't be tethered to anything. I won't have anything poking in me and stuff like that anymore. So that'll be probably the best shower I will ever have in a long time. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, looking forward to seeing all of you very soon, face to face, and hanging out and joking and laughing like we have for many, many years, and family and friends. And love you all, and I will talk to you soon.